the Voluna V2 RTA from Asmodus. Let's have a look. Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this, the Voluna V2 RTA from Asmodus. They did the V1, it was okay, it wasn't great. They have refined the V1 and made a much improved RTA in my opinion. 25mm wide, top fill, goon tips, 3.2mm capacity with a straight glass. We'll come back to the glass situation when we come back up top. Very interesting deck. It's a 4-hole 2-post velocity-esque deck. Makes for very easy building, very easy wicking. I'll show you how to wick it down low. Yeah, this is it. This is the Voluna V2. Let's just dive down low and we'll have a little look up close, and then we'll come back up top for pros and cons. See you in a sec. Okay guys, here we are down low with the Voluna V2 RTA from Asmodus. This is it. This is what it looks like. You've got your goon tips on top, other goon tips fit fine. Voluna V2 Asmodus written underneath. All good, all good. You've got your adjustable airflow here. It's quite tight, it's quite janky, but very effective. Glass tank, 3.2mm capacity in here, 25mm wide, and it's got this. It's got Bosch. It's got sub-tank style top fill. Look at that, bong, bong. Now, my one concern with that is it may be slightly too easy to go off in your pocket. That's what she said. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's slightly too easy for an RTA. In my opinion, but that is how you fill it. That is the top fill. Screwing it down like this, we will see the deck. There we go, quite a lot of threads on that. As you can see, this is the chamber. It's quite domed, it's quite small, you know, it's flavoursome. And this is the deck. Okay, so this is the deck. What we've got basically is like a velocity almost, 4-post, 4-hole setup, 2-post. One goes high, one goes low, same on the other side. I've just got some micro Claptons in here, but they're doing an excellent job. That sort of height off the top. You've got your air intake here, and your cotton just drops into these juice holes here. So it works an absolute treat really. Very simple to build, very simple to wick. Quite like the way they've slanted the grub screws on this side, so you can tighten one set of screws, one coil, and then you can go and tighten the next coil. Very, very easy to build and wick this thing. Let's stick some cotton in it. Okay, so cotton going in. Quite fluffy stuff. So let's let's just shorten this down. So again, it's another one of these, just to the edge of the tank and stick it in the holes. That's what she said. Okay, so next piece of cotton going in. Let's just thin this one out a bit. It's a bit fluffy. Bit of off-camera stuff. Use your imagination. What? Trim again. Edge of the tank. Edge of the tank. I'm also going to do a little bit of sideways action as well. I just don't need this much cotton, to be honest. A little bit of sideways. That's not too bad. There we go. There we go. Right, let's just brush this out and go again. I'm sorry if I'm going a bit out of focus off camera stuff. So another go at that. There we go. A little bit of brushing. Worth the extra effort, guys, just to avoid any issues. It's a forgiving tank, wicking wise, but I just, you know, you don't want to have to come back to it. So there we go. I'm not going to juice this one up first. I'm just going to start placing it in the holes. There we go. As you can see, if you look down here, it's not really going much in there. It's not really going in there, just a tiny bit, and that is how you need it. Same on that side. One last one, so just lifting it up a bit, tucking the bottom bit in, not too hard, not too far, leaving loads of space down here, and that's how you wick it. I do a sort of little sideways brush on the hole just to get nice coverage without it being tight in there. Little sideways brush. There we go. A bit of a knot there, but oh well. So there we go. We just need to juice this up now, and that is what we will do. We'll put a little bit of chow in here from Vulcan Bros. If you would like your juice featured on a Vaping Vick build section, please contact using the email in the description. Nice and juicy over the top. I haven't had any leaky or floody issues or dry hits, to be honest, with this tank, so from that standpoint, building and wicking, a doddle on this thing. We will then put the barrel back on. Oh, I'll give you a nice look at it. It looks like that. It looks like that when it's all juiced up. These micro claptons are doing a really nice job, even though we're talking quite high wattage really, so there we go. Close that down enough. It's not the best airflow thing. There we go. And then the bit that is incredibly easy, thanks to this sub-tank style top fill, is this bit. So there we go. Push that on, and there we go. The Voluna V2 from Asmodus. Let's go and have a vape and a chat on this bad boy. Let's go. Okay guys, that was the Voluna V2 down low. As you can see, very easy to build, very easy to wick. You literally just sticking your coils in like that, tightening each of the 4 groove screws down, neatening it up, and then sticking your cotton through. Your cotton's just going straight through to the width of the deck, pushing it down into those holes, not all the way down so it's right at the bottom, but just nicely and neatly into those holes. Really easy to build, really easy to wick. It has never been a better time to jump on an RTA than it is right now. There's several of these RTAs that are super easy to build and wick. So yeah, definitely check one out if you haven't already had a go at an RTA in this genre. So there we go. A couple of negatives to get out of the way. It has this sub-tank style top fill where you just push it like that. Now, it's really convenient, it's really easy, it makes it so much easier to refill, and it's fine when you're knocking around your house or you're working on your desk or whatever. That's all fine, but I'm just worried it's slightly too easy. I think it's just slightly too easy maybe in your pocket. I'm just worried that there's a chance that that top cap might push off in your pocket. So as an out and about RTA, maybe not, maybe can't recommend it as an out and about RTA because of that top fill. It just looks slightly too loose, and it's only going to get looser over time. So that's one thing. The next thing is it's 3.2mm capacity with a straight glass, and it comes with another spare straight glass. It would have been nice if the spare was a bubble glass. I mean, it's not TPD compliant anyway, it's not 2mm capacity, so yeah, I reckon a bubble glass would have been good as an alternative glass. Maybe take it up to 4.5mm, 5mm maybe, with a bubble glass. I think that would have been a good extra as opposed to another straight glass. So there is that. The airflow as well. The airflow is slightly noisy, a tiny bit noisy, as you can hear, and it's quite tight. It's quite tight and jerky, the actual airflow ring. Beyond that, this is a nice RTA. Flavour and clouds on point. And that is just with these little micro claptons you saw down low at 55 watts. This thing puts out, really does. The flavour's tremendous, truly tremendous flavour I'm getting from this tank. Build and wick, an absolute doddle. I really like this post design. I like it for two reasons. Incredibly easy to mount your coils, that's point one. But point two, it's very actually narrow. It doesn't take up much real estate inside the tank. They're able to do this deck in a very narrow format, so the chamber on this RTA isn't really huge, and I think that adds to the flavour and allows a bit of capacity in here as well. This is not a big gaudy tank. It is 25mm wide, but it's not one of these that look really chunky, so I commend them for that. Overall, this is a very good RTA, very good flavour, very good clouds, very well put together, super build quality from Asmodus as always. It's a great tank. It's a really great tank. It's just the top fill that puts me off giving it the massive gold seal of approval. And then yeah, maybe a bubble tank would have been great as well. But very nice job. Very good RTA in my opinion. I really like this RTA. Voluna V2 from Asmodus. Check it out. Yeah, I'm enjoying vaping on this. Links in the description to Asmodus' website. Thank you to them for sending. Let me know if you're thinking about picking this up, if you've got one of these, how you're getting on with it, what you think of it based on this review, and what you think of the review. Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.